What's up, YouTube? This your boy Bugboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go over my WWE RAW The Absolute Best of 2022. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications when I premiere a brand new video, go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch and Discord down below in the description. Let's talk about Raw. Now this show was boring tonight, man. They were showing nothing but highlights, and that's all I gotta say from here. WWE Raw The Absolute Best of 2022 ums up with the Street Profits in all right room. Montez Ford is confused. This isn't gorilla position. Angelo Dawkins says this is where all the TV magic happens. Dawkins snaps his fingers and makes a Raw intro play in the background with the Profits feature. Ford realizes if he thinks something, it will happen here. And Dawkins says only if it's PG. They start talking about some of the biggest 2022 moments, including the return of Cody Rhodes, the Royal Rumble win for current SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey, WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin returning to the ring, Brock Lesnar re rearranging at SummerSlam. Uzi chant for the Bloodline. Logan Paul performance at WWE Crown Jewel. Bad Bunny, Jack, you know what, the Fight Pit War Games, Broken Record, Comeback, Redemptions, Betrayals, WWE Hall of Famer, The Undertaker and the DX, The Undertaker and DX, and Lita and Bill Goldberg, and Kurt Angle, John Cena, and many more. Dawkins tells Ford to quit name dropping because we got a full 3 hour to get to it. Ford and Dawkins hyped tonight's show and say they are up and they want the smoke. Alright. We're live on a tape delay from the WWE television studios in Sanford, CT, as Jackie Redum, Re, Jackie Redum, Redum, Reduman welcomes us to WWE Raw, the absolute best of 2022. She joins by Corey Graves. They talk about the feud between Brock Lesnar and the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. They send us to a look at their last man standing match from SummerSlam. Excuse me. The recap of Brock Lesnar versus The recap of Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns includes a commercial break and highlights from the match. We come back to Redum and Corey Graves talk about Corey Graves talking John Cena and how he celebrated his 20th anniversary earlier this year on Raw. They also plug John Cena and Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn on Friday SmackDown. Alright. Excuse me. Back from the break. Back from a break, we see highlights from the No Holds Bar match between Kevin Owens and WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 38. We also see WrestleMania highlights on Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Sami Zayn is backstage in a new pre-record segment. He wonders why they aired the giant mousetrap footage, saying WWE management promised him it will not be shown. Sammy says that's fine because we're looking at the best of 2022 and you can't talk about the best of 2022 without discussion the Bloodline. Sami Zayn says we will look at the Bloodline did in 2022 here soon. He says it was pretty oozy. Back to commercial. Alright. We get a pre-recorded interview with Kathy Kelly talking to WWE NXT Tag Team Champions The New Day. She congratulates them on the NXT Deadline title win over Pretty Deadly. They praise Pretty Deadly and say their eyes were on them for a while. And Pretty Deadly is why they came to NXT. The titles are extremely prestigious, and the New Day had to have them. They say it feels amazing to be Triple Crown winners. They talked about how you they talked about how you have a lot of goals you accomplish, but you don't necessarily set them, and they're pretty special. They talked about the New Day's legacy and their rivalry with the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos. The New Day believes the two teams go hand in hand. We see highlights from their November 11th SmackDown match. All right, excuse me. Back from the break, we get a video package on Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. She talks about her childhood and how she was in a dark place following college, suffering from bulimia. She got lost and had to face her demons, but then WWE came calling Bianca Belair, said she now who she wanted to be when she was a child, but was too shy to be that girl. Now she can believe. Now she can be herself. Bianca Belair says she was meant to be here, and she wants young girls to see themselves in her. She joins Corey Graves and read them on their big screen now. She jokes about how she and husband Montez Ford celebrate the holidays. Bianca Belair also talked about winning the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania 38 in her year-long feud with Becky Lynch. Bianca Belair says she loves being producive. We see highlights from the Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch match at WrestleMania 38. Red, Red, Redmond, and Corey Graves hype Bianca Belair title defense against Alexa Bliss on next week's Raw. Alright, we get a video package on Logan Paul signing with WWE. We will look at his crown jewel performance later. Back from a break, we look at Sheamus versus WWE Intercontinental Champion Gunther from WWE Clash at the Castle. The Celtic Warrior joins Corey Graves and Redom on their big screen now. He talks about celebrating the holidays and show us that he's at his own mini bar at home. He talks about what makes the Brawling Bruce such a formidable team because they have no egos and they just want to fight. Redmond brings up the good old fashioned Donnybrook match at WWE Extreme Rules, where the Brawling Brutes defeated the Imperium. Sheamus joked that the match should have been called Shillelagh Shenanigans. They discussed the match some more, and we get highlights now. We get another locker room segment with Sami Zayn, who is reading the first edition of the Bloodline Dictionary. He says this year was the most remarkable of his life and of WWE history because of the signal most dominant fashion of all time. The Bloodline. He says the group dominated in a way WWE has never seen, and you can't talk about dominance without discussing our tribal chief. We see 2022 highlights on the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Sami Zayn says if you haven't already, it's time to acknowledge Roman Reigns. Sami Zayn mentions the incredible debut of Solo Sikoa, and we see Solo Sikoa highlight from the year. He touts the dominance of the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos, and their record Sting title reign. Sami Zayn shows a frame group photo from War Games and says this was the absolute highlight of his 2022 when he and the Bloodline fully embraced each other. He says if this wasn't one of the greatest nights of your life, nothing is. Sami Zayn says 2022 was a small sample of what was to come, and there is no question, no doubt that in 2023, everyone else would be the twos, and the bloodline would be the ones. Sami Zayn wishes everyone a happy holidays. Corey Graves hype Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens and John Cena for Friday for SmackDown. Okay, back from a break, we see Drew McIntyre returns to the UK for a Clash at the Castle. Drew McIntyre joins Red Reed, Redmond, and Corey Graves on their big screen. He says he's dealing with a minor issues right now, but will be back soon, and he will not miss WrestleMania season as his as he ways ahead of schedule. Drew McIntyre talked about what Clash at the Castle meant to him. It was something he dreamed of for years. He tried for a long time to get a stadium show in the UK, and it was great to be in the main event. A moment when he never forgot. Drew McIntyre says there should be a major UK show every year. In 2023, Drew says he will have his eyes on the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Gunther. He enjoys the Sheamus versus Gunther match and says Gun, Gunther, Gunner, Gunther reminds him that he is also a former Intercontinental Champion. We see highlights from happenings between Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. All right, back from the break, we see various return in 2022, including SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey, Bailey and current WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Dakota Kai and Io Sky, the Good Brothers Emma, Valhalla, Hero, Legado del Fantasma, Candice Ray, Johnny Gargano, Mia Yim, Dexter Lumis, and Bray Wyatt. Redmond mentions to return of Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes joins them on the big screen. Cody Rhodes talks about his surprise return at WrestleMania 38 and how he was overwhelmed by the reaction. He says it will be hard to top that moment. It meant a lot to him and the family. He was asked about Seth Rollins and say they are not best friends and don't exchange Christmas cards, but Rollins is the one of the best wrestlers in the world, and it was an honor to have their three matches together. Cody Rhodes says they have a bond in battle. Seth Rollins might want a fourth match, but Cody Rhodes doesn't think it will happen. Corey Graves asked Cody Rhodes about the injury he left with after Hell in a Cell. He never thought about not wrestling. It was too old. Too the injury could get any worse. He says it was special that night. They talked about they asked about Cody Rhodes in 2023. He wants to pick up where he left off. He came back to WWE for one thing, and that he has to be done. A re- reference to the WWE title. We get highlights from Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. Okay, back from a break, we see 2022 highlights on Liv Morgan. She joins Corey Graves and Redmond on the big screen. She talks about winning money in the bank and says it was the greatest night of her life. Liv Morgan was asked about what's next, and she says she's never accomplished compensant, so she knows the best is still to come. Things will get better and better, and and she and she's coming to take everything. They mentioned how she had some bumps in the road this year, mainly SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. Liv Morgan says Ronda Rousey helped her ever evolve. She beat Ronda Rousey twice, and when people said she couldn't do it, she was asked about getting more extreme in 2023. She says next year it's all about raising it to a different level. Pain, pain is what keeps her going, and she wants to see how far she can go. Liv says she experimenting with how much she can hurt her opponent. We see Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan highlights from the WWE Extreme Rules. We get a video package for the Judgment Day, then another commercial break. A video package for the WWE United States Champion Austin Theory airs next. Redmond hypes the Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory title match for next Monday. Corey Grace wants to look at deep dive on Bobby Lashley. We see highlights from his 2022 and December 12th Raw number one contenders match with Lashley versus Rollins and acceleration with Bobby Lashley and Adam Pearce. Corey Grace says Pearce and Lashley worked out their issues, but it still has not been decided on when Lashley will return to Raw. Back from the break, back from a break, and we get a discussion on Logan Paul. They show us highlights from Logan Paul versus undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns at WWE Crown Jewel. Redmond and Corey Graves hype Friday SmackDown, and Monday's Raw. Then the WWE Royal Rumble on Saturday, January 28th, and that's the end of the show. And WWE Raw The Absolute Best of 2022 goes off the air. But like I said before, WWE Raw Raw of I'm sorry, it was WWE Raw. Yeah, WWE Raw WWE Absolute Best of 2022 was a boring show. That's all I gotta say from here. It was just a boring show. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw Best of, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw The Absolute Best of 2022, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what your thoughts on WWE Raw The Absolute Best of 2022. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications to notify when I premiere a brand new video and go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for my WWE NXT review and highlights. So I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. This your boy Bugboyfactsjonnytv. Kept your crew, kept your kings. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang.